and welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. I'm Kate, a young but passionate knitter and crocheter. If you're looking for me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Etsy, Ravelry, and Pinterest as The Graceful Tangle. On Ravelry and Etsy, you can find and purchase my knit and crochet patterns. And also on Ravelry, you can find the Graceful Tangle podcast group and join in on all of the fun chatter I have going on over there. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, I would love it if you took a moment to subscribe to my channel, and then don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am back with you guys talking about another Throwback Thursday project, and this is one that I am really excited to share with you guys. So if you remember way back to my very first Throwback Thursday video, I talked all about my Soldotna sweater. Let's show you the front. So this is the first Soldotna that I made. This is the front. Wow. Anyway, this is the first Soldotna sweater that I made. This is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitworks. And I will link that video in the description box below. You can hear all about this specific one, what I did, what yarn I used, when I made this, because there's kind of a fun story about why and when I made this sweater. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you totally can. Again, it will be linked in the description box below. But after I finished knitting that sweater, I realized that I loved the process so much, especially the color work, that I wanted to make a second one. And that's exactly what I did. So this is my second Soldotna. Now, I will say that these colors are not, I don't love them as much. I really like them. They're a little bit more pastel and kind of, I guess, fantasy-like maybe than I would typically reach for. But I just wanted another one of these so bad that I decided to go with what I had. So the yarn that I used is Knit Picks Brava Sport, which is a 100% acrylic yarn. It worked really, really well for the color work, and I absolutely loved it. Now, if you are familiar with this pattern, you will notice a few changes, some intentional and some not. So let's talk about that. So the first change that I made, I'm going to scoot up a little bit so that you can see better, is the ribbing, I believe. Oh no, actually, I thought that I messed it up, to be honest. I thought that this one had a 2x2 rib, but it doesn't. It has 1x1 as well. I think maybe I did do a 2x2 rib on this, and then I had to rip back and do it again. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Anyway, then I went into the collar work. And once I got to this point, so these stripes at the end of this arrow section, I realized that the yoke looked really long. And so I measured it on my first one, and I realized that it was indeed longer. And so I omitted this entire color work section. So any increases that would have been in that section, I did ahead of time. And it worked out really well, honestly. I did not know if it was going to, but I knew that I wouldn't wear it if the yoke was going to be that much longer, because it would have added at least this much length to the yoke. And I knew that that just would not fit into my style as well as this one would. So yeah, I did make that change. Wasn't really intentional, but it was one that needed to be done, and I'm glad that I did it. And then I just knit the body as the pattern says. It is cropped. And yeah, just plain knitting, and then I did do a 2x2 rib. I did a couple rounds of the color work down here, as you can see, but I think I quickly lost steam on that because that was like my least favorite color work of the whole thing. You can see that down here I did a few more rounds of that, but it's totally fine. It does not matter. The colors that I used, if you were interested. The gray is, again, all of this is Knit Picks Brava Sport. The gray is silver. This light lavender purple is called Seraphim. The gray, it looks a little bit like lavender on camera, but it is like a Dove Heather gray, and it's called Dove Heather. The blue is called Cornflower. That's this very vibrant pastel blue. And then this is just the Dove Heather again. And again, the Seraphim is the body. So yeah, that's this Soldotna. Again, I absolutely love this sweater. I would absolutely make another one of these sweaters. I wouldn't use Brava Sport again, I don't think, only because I love the fabric that I achieved with this one more. This is technically more of a, it's classified as a DK, but it's definitely more of a fingering, and I got perfect gauge, and I just love the fabric. You can tell that it's very drapey and loose, and this one is not as drapey. It's a little bit more thick, which is good for, you know, cooler weather. I wear my other one in the summer more, but this one is good for warmer, for cooler weather, but overall I do prefer the fabric of the first one that I made. But yeah. So I hope that you enjoyed hearing all about this second Soldotna. Let me know in the description box below if you have knit a Soldotna crop and if you have watched this first and know all about this first Soldotna that I made and the story behind that. But yeah, again, this pattern is one of my absolute favorites, and I am hoping to make another one in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure to comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye!